very distinguished political analyst. He's a very respectable person. I am more of a street fighter, and some of my language he recoiled at. But we both had, so to speak, earned our right to be there. And Benny Morris, for sure, had earned his right to be there. But why this other person? And then I later learned that he had actually been paid, and I'm quoting, handsomely to debate me. And he had been coached for, I was informed, 3 to 4 months. Now, when I learned that, I have to say I was a little surprised. Because like Amir just asked, most people think about AIPAC as dominating or having influence in Congress. But then suddenly, a whole new world is lit up. College presidents are being deposed because of money. This wasn't AIPAC contributions. It was something different. And now you discover the social media and various news outlets are being distorted by this money. So now CBS News, it's not any longer, well, once it was a very formidable institution in my country, not any longer. But the head of a Jewish supremacist purchased CBS News, and he put in charge of it another Jewish supremacist named Barry Weiss. Then you hear this talk about buying TikTok. And all over, suddenly your eyes are opened to all of this influence of money, which is significantly distorting how reality is being perceived. And so I think the phenomenon is much more pervasive than most people imagined. Some of you know it was recently discovered that social media influencers were being paid $7,000 per post in support of Israel. And as Candace Owens put it to me, that means if you post 10 items in one day, it's $70,000, which for most people is not a trivial sum. And then you had cases, one other case, a person named Van Jones. Most of you will not have heard of him. He's this black person who affects being very cool and hip. He has the shaved head, and he has the wire-in glasses, and he affects being at the hip, liberal, cool, chill end of the Democratic Party spectrum. And then you see this strange thing. He's wearing, every time he's on television, he's wearing the yellow ribbon. I'm thinking to myself, that's kind of weird. I live in an all-Jewish neighborhood. I'm conservative. It's called modern Orthodox Jewish, which means they are Orthodox, but they dress and publicly conduct themselves in a way that's more consistent with our society. And I'm thinking, everyone in my neighborhood is Jewish. They're quite religious. We have 1 or 2 synagogues in every block. But I don't see anyone wearing a yellow ribbon. Why is cool, hip Van Jones, an African American from the Midwest, why is he wearing a yellow ribbon? And you know why? The same reason those social influencers are posting items in support of Israel. If there were truth in advertising, if the yellow ribbon were here, he would have another pin here. And you know what the pin would be? A dollar sign.